he was sort of helping Meghan into the car and puffing out his cheeks, and he just wasn't a man who was comfortable in his skin.
How do you feel Harry feels about going back to the coronation now? Do you feel like he's nervous? I mean, and going alone, he's not going with Meghan and his family. How do you feel like what his mindset would be like going into this situation?
I think it's going to be a bit of a nightmare for him. I mean, I don't know. I was watching the body language when he came out of St. George's Chapel when the Queen had finally been laid to rest on the last day of the funeral itself. And he was sort of helping Meghan into the car and puffing out his cheeks. And he just wasn't a man who was comfortable in his skin. And this time he's coming over without the support of Meghan. Clearly, he does lean on her very heavily. I think clearly they bonded. They both had painful childhoods. They found or took solace in each other's respective narratives. And he's coming alone. That means he's exposed effectively. He will be made to sit, I'm sure, among the also-ran royals at best. So he will have that feeling of demotion. One of the very big parts of being a senior royal is, of course, your honorary military role. That's what the military is all about. It's about hierarchy and who's at the top of the hierarchy. So again, that's always going to be painful for Harry. I think that's the reason it's going to be a very quick in and a very quick out. People are cynical. They say he's got to do it for his next book, blah, blah, for the foreword of the paperback. Yeah, at this point, I'm like, guns down, guys. How did you think he was going to make his money when he left? And by the way, yeah, he's always going to be competing with Kate and William. So he's always going to have to try and make shed loads of money. You can't drop that entitlement. We saw it with Philip. Exile Prince couldn't drop the entitlement. It's very, very difficult. Ask anybody of any ranking in society. If you don't hit the station you feel you're destined for, it's difficult. It's painful. And that's his journey. And we saw that with Edward VIII when he, went into exile. He never felt he had enough money. He always felt bruised, oversensitive. It's going to be tough outside the institution. Life is long, especially with genes like Elizabeth and Philip's. Huh?
For more news, content, and exclusive interviews, make sure to hit the sub, like, and bell button down below and visit usmagazine.com.